And pregnancy can be a difficult time for anyone, especially when someone feels self-conscious.
But it's important to remember you're not alone. And one way to build that confidence is through laughter, which is plentiful in Erica Gaylord's latest book, Pregnancy. Erica, thank you so much for being here
Welcome.
today.
Thank you so much for having me. This is great. As a millennial, I've made it big. I'm on the news.
Welcome to
You
the
did.
Little
You're
News.
welcome.
You did
Yeah.
it. So
Just retire now. You're done.
Yeah,
You
right.
got it.
Exactly. I can coast from here.
tell us a little bit about this book and just what inspired this idea.
Yeah, so the inspiration is obviously my own pregnancy journeys. When I was pregnant, I referred to myself a lot as pregnancy, just like a little play on words. And then one day I was like, hey, that would be kind of a cute book.
That'd be a cute book.
And then I had 2 more pregnancies, and then eventually I was like, okay, I actually did write this book. And so pregnancy is all of us women who have ever tried and struggled maybe to get pregnant, and then eventually got pregnant, had all these crazy, wild symptoms of pregnancy, and then experienced the miraculous trauma that is childbirth.
Yeah. It's a great way to put it.
And it makes it so approachable, which is it's so important to build that camaraderie and make sure that people know they're not alone.
Yeah. People should be talking about pregnancy and
Way
childbirth
more.
way
Way
more.
more
It's
than
so
we do.
insane.
Way
Oh my
more.
gosh. And every story is
You
totally
create a
unique.
life.
Yeah, you do. It's
Why do we
wild.
not talk about
Yeah,
this
you're
more?
like, how did there's a person came out of me. Yeah. No, it's
And
exactly.
I think whether, you've been pregnant or if you haven't, you know someone in your life who's been pregnant or has been affected by,
Trying to get
get pregnant, those types of things. So I think it's very relevant to so many people. But walk us through kind of what your book goes through.
Yeah, so it's Nancy and Bob, her husband Bob. They have this great life. They want to have a baby. They realize very quickly that it's not as easy to get pregnant as maybe they had anticipated. And then eventually she does become pregnant. She evolves, transforms, if you will, into pregnancy. And then she has all of these crazy symptoms. And then, they have the baby at the end, and it's all worth it, their adventure. But Bob is the supportive, maybe a little aloof at times, empathetic husband.
Yeah.
Most
Everybody
men in
needs
this
a Bob
situation.
cheerleader.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We can't relate, but we're gonna try to help
Yeah.
as best we
Grab
can.
my hands. Just grab my hands.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh gosh,
Just the
oh gosh,
support
don't
system.
squeeze so hard,
Squeeze.
don't squeeze so hard. Oh, my hand,
Yeah.
it's broken.
It
That's
doesn't
okay.
hurt
You're
as
okay.
bad
You're
as
fine.
everything
You're fine.
else. Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
What
You
type
make a
of
great mom.
things do you cover in here, just to give our viewers a little peek behind the
Yeah,
curtain?
so it's really simple. It reads, the whole book just reads like a children's book. You can read it in, less than 10 minutes, which is really all the time we have anyway nowadays.
Yeah.
But, it's just little things like, she gets really nauseous. This is worse than the time she got food poisoning at Thanksgiving. It's weight gain, it's hormones, it's all of the really beautiful, fun pregnancy symptoms, all packed into one. But I just want somebody to look at the page and just say, oh my gosh, that reminds me of when I was pregnant. And that reminds me of when I had a baby. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
That's kind of honestly been the best part about the publishing experience so far is every time a mom gets a hold of this, they can't help but tell me, hey, I gotta tell you this crazy part of my pregnancy. I gotta tell you this crazy childbirth experience. And
So you
I'll tell
already
you,
have-
everyone is different.
So
and it's crazy.
you already have Pregnancy 2
Oh,
ready to
yeah.
rock.
I
10-4.
talk about that a little
Okay.
bit where it could easily be like another book. It could easily be 100 books after that, so who knows,
That
but
is so cool.
so fun.
So really your goal when writing this was to make women not feel alone and also
Yeah.
find some humor in
Definitely.
it too, because even though there are some elements, I'm sure, of pregnancy that are hard and difficult, you gotta make some humor of it too to get through it. Or at least when you
Definitely.
look back, it's funnier than when you're experiencing it.
Yes, well, exactly. Yeah, when you read that and you're like, oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
was wild. But
Yes.
we made it through, so
Yeah.
What has the response been so far? Because I imagine if every mom, current or in the past, as reading this is reaching out to share their stories, I'm sure that's because they see themselves in pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pregnancy is us,
Is everybody.
She's exactly. And that's the that's the gritty part of it. It's just like, it is really tough to be pregnant. It's tough to be a mom. It's tough to get into motherhood and the raising part of your journey. And, you know, we can relate, and women should be really proud of themselves.
They really
go
should.
through a lot.
Really
They go
should.
through way more than what we even talk about. Way more than what I talk about in the book. So it's just, keep talking. Go women.
Yeah.
You know?
You illustrated it as well, correct?
Yeah.
So you not only wrote it, you illustrated it, which is
No
can I
way.
take a
Yeah,
peek?
can we
Yes,
quick
like,
peek at
this
this?
is incredible. So not only did you write it all, but you
Look at this.
this is amazing.
Thank you. No, I think
This is so
I love
adorable.
it. I don't know if we can really, you probably won't see it
Sometimes-
too much,
Can we-
but
Yeah,
it's
let's
just
hold
so
it up for
cool.
that
there's a
camera
page
there.
in there where Preg Nancy is washing all of her bottles. She's preparing for the birth. She's got her hospital bag packed. She's nesting, but instead of saying she's nesting, she's illustrated as a bird. So it's
Oh
just,
my
you know,
gosh,
it's
that
just
is
kind of
funny.
silly right there. She's got her clothes hanging on a branch.
this is amazing.
This is such a clever way to address a problem that in our society we treat as complicated, but it should be talked about so much more to the
Definitely,
point
yes.
that's demystified.
Exactly, where everybody's like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, if you want to talk about that later, let's grab a coffee. Like,
Right.
I got you, girl. You know, that's what it's
Yes.
about. So.
And where can people
Yes.
find pregnancy?
Well, right now it is available for pre-sale on bookshop.org. Amazon will be next very soon. It's coming out April 17th, 2025 for publication. So if you order anything, that's when it's going to ship, which is
Amazing.
right before Mother's Day.
Perfect.
So,
timing.
and that was,
Yes.
that was what Mission Point, who is my publishing company, said too. They're like, this, you know, we were going to go for February, and then we're like, why not just
Wait
hit
till-
Mother's
Hit
Day?
Mother's
Perfect
Day.
timing,
Yeah.
so.
Perfect
Yeah.
timing.
Well, congratulations.
Erica,
That's
thank
amazing.
you so much for
Oh,
coming
thank you.
in.
And shout
Yes.
out to Dr. Dan's for the endorsement. If you want the word on motherhood or pregnancy or infertility or anything, she's your girl at Grand Traverse
Amazing.
Women's Clinic. She is awesome. So thank her, and thank you guys again
Yes,
so
thank
so
much.
much
you.
for coming in.
This is
And we'll make
great.
sure that all the links you need to connect with Erica and to pre-order your book, it's all coming out. It's all going to be on our website after the show today. Erica, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.